entrepreneur, best-selling author, and the first Latino investor to be featured on a nationwide TV show, CNBC's Make Me a Millionaire Inventor. He has been successful investing in his own ideas as well as taking companies from startup to exit. In 2013, Fernandez founded SF Angels Group and has been an angel investor with TIE Angels since 2012. Manny's passion resides in serving the Latino community, having served in many Latino-focused organizations. His success in inventing and crowdfunding has not gone unnoticed. He was awarded Shark of the Year by the California Hispanic Chambers of Commerce, SF Angel Investor of the Year, received the Menlo College Silicon Valley Equity Crowdfunding Pioneer Award, the Equity Crowdfunding Leadership Award from Startup Green, and was named by Inc. magazine as one of 33 entrepreneurs to watch in 2016. He has been featured on mainstream media, including CNBC's Squawk Box, NBC, CNN Latino, Forbes, Inc. magazine, Fox News, and more. All of Fernandez's experience in the investment landscape has culminated under his leadership in the first Silicon Valley, San Francisco-based FINRA and SEC registered funding portal, dreamfunded.com. And with that, Manny Fernandez.
You overdone it, by the way, because it reminds me of a story of there was a guy giving a speech about someone that passed away, and he was talking really, really great, like you said, and the widow went up to see if it really was her husband. All right, so there's marches all around right now for Cesar Chavez. How many people here are familiar with Cesar Chavez? Raise your hand. All right. So this is going to be a different type of talk. I think you guys think that this is going to be a talk, but unfortunately it's not. This is going to be a conversation. So what is a conversation? I talk to you, I get you involved, we're all talking. That way we learn. And don't you agree we want to learn? Right? So by a show of hands, how many people here are looking to create a startup, or working on a startup, or never heard me speak before, or heard me speak before, or heard about Latinos in finance? Raise your hand. Everyone's hand should be up. All right, Nina, how you doing? Nice to meet you guys. Where you guys from? Nice. What's your race? Asian? No, you can. I was up late last night with our Shanghai office. So, ni hao. So, I don't know what race you guys are, but Chinese. See, I was guessing. I messed it wrong. What? Chinese. That's why I was like, ni hao, Shanghai last night. And so I'm kind of tired. But the point is, I want everyone here at the end of my talk to be united. And I'm going to show you how to do that, but I need your help.
Yeah.
You guys have a cell phone on you today? Does your cell phone have email? Okay, good. Because we're working on a social network, which I'm going to invite you. Do you have a clicker, or I can just point to you? All right, so you went through all the details. We don't need to do it. Worry about saying it again. So next. But one thing is important. If you like what I say, if you like what I don't say, if you're looking for help in the future, in the past, if you want to just network, I suggest follow me on Twitter or send me an email. And in fact, the best way to get united is to send me an email now. Because I'm going to get you excited. I'm going to talk about things that are going to be emotional. And you're going to get excited, and tomorrow you're going to forget about it. 3 months later, you're going to forget all about it. So there's a problem here in the Hispanic community. We're not united. We're not working together. Now, you guys talked about Cesar Chavez. Since there's a big march somewhere, I'm going to use him a lot throughout this talk. Is that fair? Now, I don't know. How many years ago was that? 50s? What technologies did he use to organize people? What's that? So, what's our problem then now? We have LinkedIn, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have emails. Why aren't we united now?
It's too much.
What's too much?
It's overwhelming. It's sometimes too much information, too much technology, and people talk less or communicate less.
Interesting.
The crowd effect.
What's that?
The crowd effect.
The Crap effect. Crab effect. Oh, you mean the wharf?
If you ever see a crab trying to get out, they all pull it down. So rather than pulling each other down, we should be propelling each other. That's why we're not.
I heard that story. I just didn't want to repeat it. Anyone heard that story here? Yeah? All right. I heard that story many years ago and heard it a little bit different. But so this is part of the thing. If you want to do that, you'll have a chance at the end. I'm giving some stuff away that you'll love. Go ahead, next. So I don't know if you know this, but I was at the California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Economic Summit in LA. And before I was speaking, a Stanford professor came out with some numbers, which I never heard about before. It said Hispanics are creating more small businesses than any other race. Fastest growing. That's got me excited. Does that get you excited?
Yeah.
Wow, this is great. And then they talked about only 2% or less are getting funded in Silicon Valley that are Hispanics. What's wrong with this picture?
A lot.
Why is that a lot?
We're not talking to each other, we don't help each other out, and sometimes we're not out there even seeking what, because we're not informed as a community, we don't inform each other, we don't help each other out, and sometimes we don't even step out of our comfort zone.
So that's number one, we don't work with each other, we're not informed, and we don't step outside of our comfort zone. I cut you off.
Quite often, I attend a lot of meetups, a lot of networking events, and I'm usually the only Latino in the room. But yet, if there's a Latino event, usually only see Latinos. And I've proven it. Latino professionals tend to only attend Latino events, but you rarely see Latino professionals attending non-Latino events and getting out of our comfort zone.
You know, what's interesting about the comfort zone, I was an amateur boxer. Anyone fight here before? Everyone had a fight, win, lose, or draw. You understand? You understand the science of boxing? 2 men in a ring, 2 men fighting, right? Getting out of your comfort zone is getting hit and not running away. Getting hit and going forward. Keep moving forward no matter what happens. We know how to do that mentally when there's a person in front of us. But somehow or another, when we're here, facing an invisible fear, or going against, I don't know, involved in other communities, it scares us. So we're going to talk about how we can blend together. So next, I thought about early on, you know, if I had more financial power to invest, probably we can make a difference and fund more people in our community. But I didn't say that to the many people that were members of the group. I recruited it early, and I created a group called SF Angels. I recruited an early member of the group that was a mentor of mine, invested early in Google and PayPal. He's a former partner of a, one great called Ron Conway. And what I found is that the members of the group that were accredited investors were white, Indian, and Asian. And everyone got funded or through their referral network. That means they knew them through a certain class, they knew them through a certain community, and the people in the group just funded their own community. Why is that a problem?
Because there's great ideas in all communities.
Because there's great ideas in all communities, absolutely. And the threshold to be a member is a person that has a net worth of $1 million excluding their home or an income of $300K a year. And so the threshold of getting involved plus wanting to invest is one of the minimum requirements of the group. And we have 32 members. And I just kind of explain the internal dynamics of the group. I'm just giving you an overview of the mindset inside the group so as you as entrepreneurs can be better at raising money or tell others how this works. Next slide, please. So inside the group, once they come to their network and they present, they may ask a few questions, and then after the entrepreneur leaves the room, they ask among themselves if this is a promising opportunity, and they ask if they want to move this to due diligence, which is doing a little research. Then after that, they make decisions on, okay, I'm going to put it in 25, other guys put it in 50, other guys put it in 100,000, and then total rounds an average of $500,000 or $1 million. We're not in a group, not a single Hispanic presented yet. That gave me a little problem, so I didn't like turning away certain people. So next slide, please. Understand that when I was walking down San Francisco recently, I think there was a Republic Bank or some bank out here, and it had photos of successful figures in the community. They had a co-founder of Eventbrite, and co-founder of this other company, co-founder of this other company. And guess what race they were? White or Indian. So leaders of this great company that receive venture doesn't start off at the top getting venture money. They start off, I have an idea. I need to leave my job to create this idea, or I'm going to work at my job and I'm going to create this idea. So first money comes from friends and family. So the entrepreneur has to go around their friends and family to raise the money to get started. Certain communities have successful generations of success, and they work together well, so they pull the money together. The problem in Silicon Valley is most Hispanics don't have a network of success, so thus they can't raise the family and friends around to get started. Anyone here could raise your hand saying that you could raise $500,000 from your father? Probably no hands go up, right? Challenging. So other races can do that, and then guess what? The influential people connect them to other angels through a network. Then the angels may invest more. An angel is a third-party person that's not your friend or family that can back you. And then maybe you'll get a small fund money and get a venture round. The problem is here. We don't have the money here to get started. And if we don't have the money, therefore we can't hire our friends that look like us. Therefore, we can't get jobs in Silicon Valley. You know about the job rate in Silicon Valley in terms of Latinos? How many people are in finance or in tech? You guys know this? Three people or 3%? Probably 3 people. But it's the people that have control. He who has the money makes the rules. He who has the money makes the rules. Family gives it to a certain person goes out and hires who they want to hire. Does that make sense? Cool. They don't need to hire anyone. It's private money. There's no laws here. It's their money. Next slide. So what I did was I remember back when my mentor told me to go out and talk to many of the people in Silicon Valley. Let them know we want to fund companies. Let them know that to apply to SF Angels. And then what I found was staggering. Of course, many startups were looking for funding, but many investors were coming up to me and say, I'd like to invest with you in your group. And I said, okay, well, we meet at St. Francis Yacht Club on the third Thursday every month. Come down. And I remember the first Asian guy, because he handed me his card this way. He said, no, I'm visiting from Singapore. Oh, okay. Another guy, I'm visiting from Shanghai. And I'm hearing the word, I'm visiting from New York. I'm from LA. I was like, what am I going to do with these business cards of investors that want to invest? So I just put them in my pocket. And then one day I thought about all the entrepreneurs that were looking for funding, but yet they didn't know these people, so speed it up. I thought back of my early 20s, my first dream was to create a startup. Anyone have a dream like that here today, to have a startup? Everyone's hand should go up, the hell with the working, right? Work for yourself. Second dream was almost impossible, to get funding. So I thought about the word dream funded, and now as an angel, my dream is to fund the next big thing or the next generation of entrepreneurs. So I created Dream Funded way back when, and we work with accredited investors only since 2014, and now everyone can invest. Let me explain why that benefits you guys. Next slide, please. That allows people to put a little as $100 into your company. $100. How many people took someone out on the date and nothing really happened? Raise your hand. Why is the guy laugh like that? So we waste money. How many times have we drank and had a good time and we forgot all about it years later? Does that make sense? So think about the impact we have, the capital we have. We just got to put it in the right way. I remember there was a guy that came up to me and was like, hey, you backed someone for $100 and everyone backed you or backed her. And I was thinking, yeah, we got to help our community. How many people agree with that? Oh, we're going to talk about that. So in crowdfunding, it's essentially a bunch of small money coming together. Now what's just changed with the laws is everyone can invest. Dream Funded has received the approval that everyone can invest, unlocking all your friends, family to be investors. What do you think about that? Well, we're going to go a little detail. Some people think in their mind, yeah, but my family doesn't have any money. Oh, my family's tight. I don't really have money in my community. We're going to talk about how to use your community to reach out to others. Next. Build your community. Cesar Chavez did a good job, didn't he? What? He did a good job. He got everyone together with word of mouth. So, in crowdfunding, it's about your community. And if you're going to do something, start building your community today. Get their emails, get them on Facebook, get them on LinkedIn, get them to know you. Why do you think that's important? Getting them to know you. Why is that important?
They could help you.
What's that?
They could help you.
So they can help you. But don't you agree, if you don't know me, you don't trust me, you won't do business with me? Isn't that the basics? You got to know the person. So it's kind of complex. Well, I want to talk about strategies before this. After this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who wants to raise $1 million? Well, I got to tell you, I'm not going to tell you guys this. Because it's going to be like doing push-ups. I could show you how to get on the ground and do push-ups. But how many people do 100 push-ups a day? Right? It's going to be simple what I'm going to teach you. It's going to be hard to do it and do it consistently. Let's get started. So through equity crowdfunding, essentially you have to apply on these different registered funding portals. Dream Funded is one of them. So basically when you sign up, you don't just start raising money. You have to do a little due diligence and research. Then you have to file some legal documents, which we take care of. And if you get approved, then you can be on our site. For those that want to raise $1 million, you need a CPA letter. If you're going to raise up to 100,000, you don't need anything. And this is just high level. When you reach out to Dream Funded, we'll tell you more. Hopefully someone in this community that I'm talking to now is a future entrepreneur, and we will fund them. We need more success stories. I was looking at Forbes magazine. I wonder how many Hispanics were listed in Forbes magazine. Success magazines, all these different things. We have a problem. We're gonna solve it together with money. All right. So next slide. So this entrepreneur out of Colorado, it was the first entrepreneur we funded. It was a company called Notion. When I asked him how he was able to raise $2.2 million with us and a couple of others, and he said, everyone's favorite radio station is WIIFM. What do you think that means?
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me? Isn't that right? We're always thinking that way. We have to for survival, right, David?
Yes, sir.
That's right. So when you create your PowerPoint and your story, don't think about what's in it for you. People get what's in it for you, but they're only motivated when they see what's in it for what? Them. So think about that, because if you talk about what's in it for you, this is what happens to the radio station. No one cares. Next. How to tell a story. One of the interesting things about telling a story is most people don't realize fundraising is storytelling. If the story is correct, the money will flow to you. Once upon a time, remember that? We're all programmed since we're young. Generations before us only learned based on storytelling. They didn't have organized colleges back then. It was one generation telling a story to another person. So the best storytelling is, I have this unique problem that I faced. It was my personal problem, and I went to solve it, and I created X. One story about the Valley here, they had this company, there's two guys who were hanging out, and they were having this party. And they were filming this party, and they wanted to put it online, and would it go up online? And they killed the party, and they were pissed. So they went to create a solution. It's called YouTube. Next. Your broadcasting network. So once you have what's in it for other people and you have your story together, remember that community that you built? Don't be bigger than your community. Make your community big, and then the community will make you big to lift you up. Only leaders are going to be lifted up. What's a leader? Anyone want to know about what's a leader? What's a leader? What do you think of leader when I say leader? Come on, all together now. Yes, sir.
Somebody who can inspire others.
Someone has followers?
Inspire other people.
Someone that can inspire other people. Okay, that's cool. Next one, that's a good one. That's correct. That's one part of it. Well, I'll just say it. A leader has to have a follower. Have to have a supporter. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're out there like, I have this great idea, but I don't have a co-founder. You got to be a leader and find one. Then you got a supporter. Going back to the basics of religion, there once was a guy named Jesus. He had this idea. He had 12 disciples, right? he had to sell each one of them. I remember he was going up to one guy and he said, I don't remember that, I read it, of course. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. He says, and the guy was fishing, I think the story was. The guy told him, be a fisherman of men. And he got it. Have the bait, have the line. What's missing? The bait, fisherman's in a room. Imagine fishing for a moment. The bait, the line, and what's the other thing missing to catch the fish? The reel? Besides the reel. They didn't have reels back then. They had little lines.
The sinker.
Not the sinker. You can go on the pond and put your thing in there. What's the other thing?
The fish.
The fish? That's the target. We're missing an important piece here. You got the bait, you got the line. What else is missing? Huh? The person? Not the person. We're all people here. Who said that? Congratulations. The hook. Take action. The hook. The reason how to capture them. Think about that. So the hook in your broadcast is maybe sign up for a free, report, or sign up for a free trial, or a free webinar, or come to my free event. Next. And this is not a correct slide, but it's okay. Dream influencers, we call them dream influencers because we are going to run into a problem when we're going to raise money. We're going to go around and we're going to ask people. I'm going to do it here in the community right now. Okay, let me pick someone. Anyone want to volunteer? Volunteer, because I'm going to ask you for money. Yes, you. I need $100 for my project. Can you help me?
What is the project?
What is the process about? We're going to go to Mars.
And what are the steps for...
Look, I don't got time. Are you going to give me $100 or not? Because I got other people to call. Can you help me?
No, I need
You can't help me. Okay. Do you want me to be a success?
I want to be a success. I want to help you, but I need to...
You need more information?
I want to understand what is the process.
Of course.
Contact.
Yes, of course. Imagine for a moment I gave you all the information and I asked you for money. All right? So this is going a long time. There's a reason why women are not investors. Seriously. You like what I'm doing. Oh, you love it. You just think it's the best thing ever. And I'm asking you for $100. Would you give me $100?
And how are you going to invest? What are you going to do?
You know all the information.
Okay.
And then you know there's something in it for you. And I ask you for $100. I'm going to turn your $100 into $150, okay? Just imagine that for a moment. Would you back me for $100? Say no. No, okay. So would you like me to be a success?
Okay.
You want to help me?
Yes.
Okay. This is an example of most people in the community. Will you share my campaign? I know it's tough, you don't have any money. Would you share it on your social media and Facebook and LinkedIn? Because you believe in it, right?
Right.
But you just don't have the money? Okay. So you can use a lot of people to help you with your campaign because she has a network of people I don't know. Does that make sense? Do you want to get these guys lined up? So we got one here, and we go around and find people that have no money. Start with the money, no money, don't worry about it, have them share it. Like Cesar has a newsletter. Newsletter, I need your help, Cesar. And then that way they'll out there and they'll market to the community and the money will flow to the leader. Next. These are tactics used in an angel group by different communities, and I'm just exposing what works. Oh, by the way, there's people say, well, people are logical when they invest. I want to know how much money I'm going to make. You think people are investing in the angel stage for money? No. Chinese people want. I'm seeing who's shaking their heads. Why? Why do you say that?
The path towards getting a return is so uncertain, and it's going to be a really long time in the
There's
future.
probably easier ways to make money if they're just trying.
So, if they're not investing for money, why are angels and family and friends investing then?
Yeah, they want to support the person.
They want to support the person. Notice who's saying it. Other communities get it. We need to get it too. So in the video, just make it short and sweet. Hey, I'm doing this, and then when you have it up to 3 minutes, people, why do you think 3 minutes, not 30 minutes? People lose attention, you're right. And people think, well, I'm going to get a professional video, and I'm going to spend $20,000 on it. An interesting study that just came back, that millennials and people online they respond better to non-professional videos. Isn't that crazy? Non-professional videos. Don't tell that to professional video people because they'll be upset. And then also invite them to share it with others. Don't look at a person as one person. Look at them as knowing a lot of other people. Like me, I have a few followers on Twitter. I can expose them to your startup once you ask. Next. And of course, we talked about it. If you want to do this, join Drain Funded. But the biggest thing I'm going to show you is kind of a secret. So make sure you don't tell others. Is that okay?
No,
No? You're going to tell others?
I think it's important to share.
Huh? What?
It's important to share the information.
It's important to share information?
Yeah.
No, I want to keep the secret of raising money within us. I don't want no one to know. What? No, this is called reverse psychology, because if I tell you don't tell the secret, your mouth is telling everyone. If I'm telling you as a casual conversation, you're not going to tell anyone. Next. So this is a kind of a 10-point slide. You guys want to know how investors think? Okay, before I do that, what do you think so far?
In terms of what?
Just to talk. This slide's kind of quiet right here. Any questions you want? Because this is a magical slide. I'll throw it in there. So there was a guy that came up to me in a event here called Startup Showcase. And this was 2013. And I was fairly new. And the guy said, hey, would you fund my hair product? He was a guy that was an African guy that had this new hair product. And I really didn't understand what he said, because it was noisy, or maybe I didn't understand it. And I said, I'm sorry, I only fund internet and software companies. And I turned around for a second. And then he kind of grabbed my arm. I said, hey, come on, man, just show me how it works. And when I saw that eyes, it reminded me when I was 20 years old, trying to find a secret of how to raise private money. Then in that thought, I remember there's a slide that we use, or people that have been using to raise a lot of money. So I figured, you know what? Let me go ahead and give them this slide. So I said, here's my business card. You send me an email, put PowerPoint on the headline. I'm going to give you a copy of the slides. He took it, he filled it out. He somehow miraculously raised $600,000 in 45 days. And I said, well, there must be a secret here. This is not about technology. This is about people. So the first part, you got to write what your startup name is next. Second thing is probably the most important. I talk about the ladies in the room because they have a short attention span, but all men do as well. It's to grab her. Why should I pay attention to you? If you can't figure out a simple story to make them captivated to hear about your startup, do you think anyone cares? They're not going to care about page number 10 if you can't get page number 1 right. I'm going to talk about the basics, but the best memorize it. Does that make sense? So talk about probably, why you're doing it and how it relates to the business. Practice that in advance, maybe a 1-minute talk. Think about it in advance. It's the hook that's going to catch the people you need. Next. Talk about money. How much money is in this market? Small markets, you think investors are going to invest? No. Huge markets. We'll just speed it up. If you want a copy of the slide, the management team is important because they want to know who they're putting their money in. This is more important than the business in its early stages because the people are going to do it, not the technology. Does that make sense? Next. And basically, how are you going to make money? How are you different than the competition? Next. Basically, if you can show what you're doing. Next. But when you ask for money and talk about what do you think will happen to the business? It'll be acquired, it'll go public. Why is that important to an investor?
It shows how much return you
Basically how they can make some money. All right, next. So that's the last slide, and think about that in advance. So who may buy you? Next. They say there's a problem in Silicon Valley, not enough Hispanics in tech. We have jobs right here at 425 Market Street, 3 blocks away. Anyone interested in changing the face of Silicon Valley, reach out to me. Social media is huge for us, and we'll teach you how it works and pay you. Next. And if you want more information on how to raise money or how to do social media, just email me here. We'll do webinars at no cost. Any questions? How many people did not email me yet? Probably all the hands go up, right? No one wants. How we're going to stay together as a community if I'm saying we're not working together as a community? We got to take action now and figure out how to email everyone so we can then be on an email list and I invite you to other events and stay connected to each other. You guys want to do that? Who commits to do that? So if I say everyone that emails me gets $20, would you guys do that then? No?
I'm not doing it for money.
You're not doing it for money? What are you doing it for? Okay, well anyhow, email me. What's that? Build a community. We need to build a community, guys. I don't know how Cesar Chavez did it with word of mouth alone. How about you, the older guys in the room? I need to know this. The world is asking. How did he do it?
Face to face, door to door.
Face to face, door to door?
Right.
How about you, Joe?
Building relationships.
Building relationships?
Building trust with all the people that follow.
Building trust with all the people that follow him.
Inspire people at least.
Inspire people? Okay. How am I doing on time? Are we done?
So, 15 Q&A.
Okay. 15 minutes Q&A. So this is your time. I'm fully exposed in front of you all. I would love you guys to ask me the most difficult, challenging questions or the most basic questions. You go first.
What do you say to people that say that when you have, when you do crowdfunding, you have 100 or 1,000 people that you have to answer to as opposed to just 10 that are on a typical investor?
So let's frequently asked questions. What do I tell people that say, well, if I use crowdfunding, I'll have 100 people versus 5 people? If you got the privilege of raising from 5 people, wouldn't you be using equity crowdfunding? Go raise the $50,000 checks, $100,000 checks, or $500,000 checks. Go raise it. You can't do it. This is the only solution besides just sitting back dreaming. In about 60 days, we're coming out with a strategy. You're going to be able to get one check and do it with one investor. We'll talk about it later. So we're changing that with certain regulations and price. Next, good question. So the key is just do it. Don't worry about what people say. Unless they're writing you a check, you're just full of shit. Who's the next person? And if you don't agree, we can start a debate right now. It's okay. I want a conversation here. Yes?
What do the investor in your website get in return?
What does an investor on the website get in return? I'm glad you brought that up, Howard. We have 2 models. We just announced something last evening called Dream Funded Latino.
Is it similar to Kickstarter and Bible?
It shows that I haven't done my job. Thanks. It's not similar to Kickstarter because Kickstarter you're getting a t-shirt or a product. With Dream Funded they're getting equity or interest in a convertible note, and it's really the terms are set based on the entrepreneur. So the entrepreneur wants to sell a certain thing, and if we approve it, then that's what the investors are going to get. And each offering is different. Some are shares, each offering is different. Check out Dream Funded, yes.